Business School. It measures the impact of policy decisions on the economy, particularly the impact on capital flows and investment. The aim, it says, is to promote policy coherence.
Uncertainty causes volatility in the markets, and investors who are unable to predict returns often turn to calmer shores. Turbulent economic times in emerging markets have created the need to measure volatility and explain its causes. But can the current market volatility be better understood?
Well, there are several things that the government can do, and it's not only the government, but certainly the government through the State of the Nation address, which the President will give shortly, and through the budget, which will be later in February. It's very important that we put out a convincing message that we're going to put our economic house in order, we're going to take some tough decisions, and that we're going to rebuild confidence and trust in the future direction of the country. And I'm hoping that the Policy Uncertainty Index will be one of the indicators that will help us to assess how successful are we being in reducing the uncertainty, especially the policy uncertainty, which is very corrosive for investment, business confidence, consumer confidence. And this is all part of the big picture that we need to unpack in order to develop a much more confident road for the future of South Africa.
Countries like the US, UK and China have devised means to measure uncertainty using a range of indices. In South Africa, the National Development Plan has been brought into question on its progress so far.
It is slowly but not visibly being implemented. We need to be more tangible, more deliberate and more certain about how we're implementing the National Development Plan, which is our vision for 2030. If we could put out a strong message, not only as government but as the private sector, that we are back on that road towards 2030 with the National Development Plan and all the good things in it for jobs, for growth, for stability, then that's the message we want out of the State of the Nation address and out of the budget.
The Policy Uncertainty Index is a novel tool for measuring the impact of policy. While the country looks at the Business Confidence Index, Consumer Price Index and Producer Price Indices, the Uncertainty Index looks at contradictory legislation, conflicting policy statements, deviations and sudden changes in the tone of policymakers.
Those indices also inform our narrative and explanation of what goes into our Policy Uncertainty Index. So in that sense, it enters via our media survey, it goes into the expert opinions. So we don't include them explicitly in our calculations, but they are all there in the background being taken account of.
Although business confidence slipped to its lowest level for 2015 in December to 79.6 index points, the Uncertainty Index is to look at the impact of policy decisions on a quarterly basis. It will look at who takes the decisions, how they are implemented, and how they will impact on the economy. It will also look at the level of coherence and coordination of policy or lack of action in implementation.
Some news.